Once upon a time, in a small garage in California, three dreamers were building something that didn't exist yet. They didn't have money, they didn't have a big company, but they had a vision to change the world with technology that was personal, simple, and beautiful. Their names were Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. And what started as a small dream between friends would soon become one of the most powerful brands in history, Apple. It all started in 1976. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built their first computer, the Apple I. It wasn't fancy. It didn't even have a screen. But it was a symbol of something new, a world where technology could belong to everyone. They sold their computers to local stores, working day and night from their garage. Jobs believed that technology shouldn't look boring or complicated. He wanted it to be friendly, human, and inspiring. That idea, that technology should feel alive, became the heart of Apple. In 1984, Apple changed everything with the Macintosh. It was colorful, it had a mouse, and it was the first computer that felt fun. It wasn't made just for engineers, it was made for dreamers, creators, and ordinary people. Apple released an ad during the Super Bowl that year, inspired by George Orwell's novel 1984. It showed Apple as the rebel brand, the one that breaks the rules and frees people from the old way of thinking. The world was amazed. Apple wasn't just selling computers anymore, it was selling a revolution. But success can be dangerous. As Apple grew, so did the conflicts inside the company. Steve Jobs, the visionary behind it all, was seen as difficult, even impossible to work with. In 1985, the board decided to fire him. Yes, Steve Jobs was kicked out of the company he created. Without him, Apple began to lose direction. Its products felt less exciting, less inspiring. By the mid-1990s, Apple was on the edge of bankruptcy. Many believed the dream was over. But in 1997, something incredible happened. Steve Jobs returned to Apple. He walked back into the same company that had once rejected him, and this time, he came back stronger. He brought one simple message that would define the new Apple. Think different. Apple stopped trying to compete and started to create. Jobs focused on design, simplicity, and emotion. Soon, Apple released the iMac. It was colorful, playful, and unlike anything the world had ever seen. People didn't just buy it, they loved it. Then came 2001. Apple introduced the iPod, a tiny device that could carry 1,000 songs in your pocket. Suddenly, people could take their music everywhere. But Jobs wasn't done. In 2007, Apple revealed the iPhone. And the world would never be the same again. It wasn't just a phone, it was a revolution in your hand. You could call, text, browse the internet, listen to music, take pictures, and more, all from one device. The iPhone changed how humans connect, learn, work, and dream. It became part of daily life, something emotional, not just functional. Apple didn't just sell products, it sold a feeling. The feeling of creativity, the feeling of power, the feeling of belonging to something bigger. Today, Apple is one of the most valuable companies in the world. Its devices, iPhones, iPads, Macs, and watches are everywhere. But the real secret behind Apple's success isn't technology. It's emotion. Apple understands people. It makes them feel something every time they open a box, touch a screen, or hear that startup sound. When you use an Apple product, it doesn't just work, it inspires you. It tells you, you can create, you can dream, you can be more. Apple's story is not just about computers or phones. It's about vision. It's about believing in something when nobody else does. From a small garage to global domination, Apple's journey is proof that one idea, one dream, and one vision can change the entire world. So, the next time you see that half-bitten Apple logo, remember this. It's not just a brand. It's a story of passion, failure, courage, and success. It's a reminder that great things often start small, and that those who think different truly can change the world. For more videos, subscribe to the channel to support us. Also like the video and share it with your friends. See you next time. Thank you.